Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cliff with Pink Flamingo Power Wash. I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're gonna be talking about downstream injection or downstream injectors. One of my subscribers asked me to go over it, how it works and what is it. So I figured, you know, since I had one handy, I'm gonna go over it and show you guys how it works and also how to put it together. A lot of times, if you're new, you get one of these, and you know, most guys don't know how to get it to work. There's a trick to it. It's not much, but it's a way it's supposed to be hooked up. A lot of times, you know, guys don't hook it up the right way, so they're like, oh, I'm not pulling chemical, and it's brand new. So I'm gonna show you guys, you know, the whole layout and how to put it together. Is pretty simple. So downstream injection is this little piece here that hooks up to your pressure washer, which has a barb on it, and this barb allows you to pull chemical through your pressure washer, not the pump, but because it's downstream injection, is after your pump, so it's called downstream, so it's after your pump. So it pulls the chemical and mixes it with the water as it's flowing through your hose, and that's the way you can downstream, you know, houses, or you know, you can pre-treat, you can do pool cages or whatever, fences. That's how it works. So you can also downstream whatever else you want to. You can downstream degreaser or whatever else, oxalic if you want to, depends, whatever you want to do. So this right here is very, very helpful if you're starting out and you don't want to go buy a soft wash system, a dedicated soft wash system. This right here will do just fine. I downstream pretty much probably 95% of my jobs. I rarely pull out the soft wash system unless I'm doing like a hot, like 3, 4, 5% mix of SH and for a post treatment, or if I'm doing a roof. So that's what I use my soft wash system for mainly. Besides that, this little thing right here, this is what I use. So this is a general pump injector right here. They have many different kinds you can get. I use a sud sucker, super sud sucker, but this one right here will last you a while. These are cheap too. They're like 20 bucks, 25 bucks maybe, I think 20. So I'll put a link in the description for it. You have to get the one that matches your pressure washer. This one here is a 2.3 orifice in here. This works for 5 gallons all the way up to 8 gallons. And you know, you can get one that's like a 2.1, which, you know, is for lower GPM machines, and they have one that's like a 1.8. You could use this one here as well for, you know, a 10 gallon or whatever too if you want, but you know, the mix is going to be different. Typically these put out like a 1.25, the 1.5 maybe, depends on the concentration of SH you're using. So it depends, which is this, you know, that 1.25, 1.5 or whatever is plenty for a house wash, basic house washing, fence washing, pool cages. That's just fine. So I'm going to show you guys how it's put together and hooked up to the pressure washer, so you can you know, start doing your jobs efficiently. Let's go check it out. So this I don't know if this is gonna focus. I'm gonna touch this camera. So this one here, like I said, is a 2.3, and you can see it says 5 to 8 GPM, and you see an arrow on there. That arrow is the flow of the water. So you can't install it backwards. If you install it backwards the other way, it's not gonna pull chemical out of here. You have to put it with the flow of the water. So I'm gonna show you guys on the pressure washer, once it's hooked up, you know, how it's supposed to go. Okay, so to put the injector together, this right here is gonna take one of these. Looks like that. It's a plug with the female threads, and then you're gonna need a socket, which looks like that, like this here. Female, you need the females on both sides, right? Because the injector itself has 2 ends that are male. So me, I like to have the male leading out and the quick connect socket going into the pressure washer. So I always have all my males hanging out, going out. Like even at the ball valve, I have a plug at the ball valve. I don't have a the female part. So basically I'm not gonna screw all this all the way in because I'm just testing it. So I got my plug in here on this side, got my socket on this side here. So in the end, you're gonna end up with something like this here, just like that. So now we're gonna hook it up to the pressure washer. So on your pressure washer, you're gonna have your unloader. You're gonna see a plug coming out of it. Like I said, I like a plug coming out of here. You could put one of these on there if you want to, or one of these going out this way, but I like a plug coming out. So you wanna put it where it's gonna flow with the water. That's why a lot of guys don't get it to work. So let me show you guys. See, highlight this, the arrow is pointing to the left. We can't put it going in this way because then the water coming out the pressure washer is not gonna siphon the chemical. When you put this in your SH, it's gonna work against it. You have to have it this way. So if I have the quick connects backwards, I have it like this, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work this way. When I hook it up, it's gonna be fighting against pulling the chemical, right? Sorry. So we gotta have it the correct way. You have to have it the correct way. It's not gonna work. It doesn't work both ways. So when you get your injector put together, been kind of rusty, and you put it in like this here, and you'll take your line that goes to your injector, you'll put that into your bucket of SH, or in my case, I have a tank. You know, I could take this, the line, put it in here, drop it into the tank. So now when I'm using my soap tips, you have to use your soap tips. You can't use your green, your yellow, your white. You have to use either that black tip that comes with your pressure washer, or you have to use a Jrod with the soft wash tips. So this is basic downstream injector hookup. It's not much to it. Like I said, this only works with low pressure tips, which is like your Jrod, you know, that comes with it. It has your rinse tips, it has your soap tips. So you how to use it with that. But if you don't have a Jrod, the other tips that will work is the black tips that come with your pressure washer. The black tip will just pull the soap. This only get activated by like large orifices. If you use anything that's restrictive, like I say, your yellow, your white, you know, your green or rinse tips, it's gonna turn the soap off. So let me grab my Jrod and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. All right, so this is my Jrod that I use for my 8 GPM. And looking at it like this here, this right here, this one and that one is my shut off rinse tips. So this is like a 0020. I use a 0020 and I use a 2520 over here. That's to cut off the soap. So if I put these tips on when I'm using my gun, it's gonna turn the injector off and I'm able to rinse, you know. And then this one here and that one right here, this is a 2550 for the soap tip, and this right here is a shooter tip. This is for, you know, 3 stories. You know what I'm saying? You can get 2, 3 stories, even 4. It depends on the situation. But that's what I use. So this right here, these 2 turn the soap off. These 2 turn the soap on. That's how Jrod works with your downstream injector. You have to get the one that matches your pressure washer. You can't just go get any kind of tips. All right. So hope you guys learned something new with downstream injection. I'm gonna take you back over there. I got mine on the bypass, so I can show you guys how mine's hooked up. So this is my injector here. It's hooked up, and I got this is the line that you need. It goes into my soap tank right here, which is my SH. I call it soap. It's already mixed with SH. It's a factor in SH soap. This is what we call it. But I got mine on a bypass. It used to be manual. Now I have a remote bypass. I don't have to come back to the truck and do all that. I like to rinse with full flow when I'm pressure washing like concrete. the surface cleaning. I don't like to go through my injector. You can put your surface cleaner while you have your injector hooked up and still use it. It's just gonna you're just gonna lose a little bit of GPM, which for me I don't like it, so I don't do that. So I like to bypass the injector altogether. But you don't have to do that when you're brand new. You can just either go run through it and surface clean, or you can come back to the pressure washer, turn it off, take it off, and hook the hose right to the pressure washer so you can get your flow back. All right, you guys, we got one job on the schedule today. I hope you learned something new. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you talking too much. Well, I was asked the question, so I'm answering it. Tough luck. I got one job today, so we're gonna get packed up and go. So I'm gonna see y'all when I get to the job. All right, you guys, we're at the job. This is a returning customer. I think I cleaned this driveway 1.5 years, 2 years ago. She just called me back to get it clean, but she has an oil stain. With oil stains, you guys know, if you're in the industry, or if you didn't know, it's hard to get those out. It's always gonna be like a shadow left behind unless you go, you know, you catch it pretty quick. If you catch it pretty quick, you know, you can do something with it. But it's been there for about a week, she said. But it looks pretty fresh, unless it just happened, another one just happened yesterday or so, because it looks pretty dark. So I'm gonna try to get some degreaser on there, brush it in, and see if I can get it lightened up for her. I got cold water, but I got good degreaser, so let's go check it out. All right, so this is the driveway here. Like I said, it's been done about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And this is the oil right here. The sun is pretty hot this morning, so it's gleaming right now. But she has other stains, as you can see there was oil some of these spots before, like here. I told her, you know, basically that's always gonna be there. It's hard to remove oil once it starts getting inside of the concrete. Even next door here, you can see there was some oil over here. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but you know, it's just gonna be there. Some more oil stains right here. It's always gonna be there. So unless you're gonna resurface the whole driveway, that's the only way. So we're gonna go ahead and put some degreaser. I'm using some Stampede Plus to get that treated. I'm gonna let it soak in there, agitate it in, let it sit. I'm gonna clean around it, clean the rest of the driveway where that's sitting, and then I'll come back to it and get it cleaned up. So I'm gonna let that sit. We had to do it a few times and see what we got. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the driveway. Alright guys, we just got done cleaning the driveway and the walkway, but we got weeds all in the joints. So we're gonna turbo nozzle all these out of here. They're everywhere too, man. The surface cleaner got some of them, but a lot more remains. So we're gonna have to get those out of here to get everything looking good. I apply a little bit more degreaser on the stain, lighten up a little bit more, a lot more. I'm gonna give it some more dwell time though. Alright, you guys, we're all finished with the project. I did the best I could with the oil stain. You know, with oil stains, you gotta set expectations with your customer. You know, don't ever come in here and just say, hey, oh yeah, I get it out. Always set your expectations to make sure that, you know, you cover yourself, because oil is very tough. So let's go check it out. So the driveway came out pretty good. Older driveway, as you guys can see, same kind of driveway as that. Old concrete. It's kind of wet right now, so it's hard to see what it's gonna look like, but I did pour street it too. This is the oil stain that was here. It's a little bit better, a little bit lighter. Over time it's gonna fade like the other ones that's already on here, but this one is the newest one, so therefore, you know, it's gonna stand out more. I've treated it. See a couple of spots in it came off all the way, but for the most part you can tell there's a stain there, which, you know, I explained to my customer before I even started. I got all the weeds out the joints over here, and these pavers, they're drying up pretty good, looking pretty nice over here. Alright, you guys, well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something new with the downstream. If you got any questions, just ask and I'll answer all my comments. Y'all stay tuned, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.